अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्ताः त्वां पर्युपासते, ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते, श्रद्धया पर्युपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमामताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यमव्यक्तं पर्युपासते, सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्। सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धया, ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषामव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम्, अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते। ये तु कर्माणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परा, अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते। तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात्, भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्। मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय, निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः। अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्, अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय। अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव, मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि। तथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः, सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्। श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते, ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्। अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च, निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी। सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः, मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो द्विजते च यः, हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स मे प्रियः। अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः, सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति, शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः। समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः, शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः। तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित्, अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः। ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते, श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं, देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
उपस्थित भगवत भक्तों के रूप में मेरी अपनी ही आत्माओं, श्रीमद् भगवत गीता भगवान के मुखारबिंद से निकली हुई अमर वाणी है। और जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इस अमर वाणी को धारण करता है वो जीवत्व को छोड़कर ईश्वरत्व की प्राप्ति करता है, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं है। ये जीवात्मा चाहे जिस देश में रहे और चाहे जिस भेष में रहे, गीता सब काल में समान रूप से कल्याण करने वाला एक अनुपम एवं अलौकिक ग्रंथ है।
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् परं भूयः प्रवक्ष्यामि ज्ञानानां ज्ञानमुत्तमम् यज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे परां सिद्धिमितो गताः। अब भगवान अर्जुन से कह रहे हैं कि अर्जुन तू और सुन ले मुझसे। क्या सुना रहे हैं? ज्ञानानाम ज्ञानमुत्तम, जितने ज्ञान है संसार में, अनेक ज्ञान की कोई गिनती तो है ही नहीं। किसी को भाषा का ज्ञान है और किसी को और कुछ है, और कहते हैं सब ज्ञान में जो उत्तम ज्ञान है वो मैं अब तुमको सुना रहा हूँ। यानी इससे ऊंचा फिर कोई दूसरा ज्ञान है नहीं। ज्ञानानाम ज्ञानमुत्तमम्, बोला उस ज्ञान का फल क्या है? फिर मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ लेते हैं हम, ज्योग्राफी पढ़ लेते हैं, हिस्ट्री पढ़ लेते हैं, सिलाई सीख लेते हैं, गाना सीख लेते हैं, तो पैसा खूब कमाते हैं। कहते हैं उस ज्ञान से सारे संसार का जो स्वामी परब्रह्म परमात्मा है उसकी प्राप्ति हो जाती है। और जिन जिन मुनियों ने उस ज्ञान को प्राप्त किया है, यज् ज्ञात्वा मुनयः सर्वे, उन सभी ने परम सिद्धि को प्राप्त किया है, यानी परमात्मा को प्राप्त किया है। इसमें इस विद्या में फेल कोई नहीं होता है। जो भी इस विद्या को पास कर लेता है वो परब्रह्म परमात्मा को प्राप्त कर लेता है। परंतु और विद्याओं को पास करके भी करता है इसलिए कि पैसा कमाएंगे, फिर भी कई लोग पैसा नहीं कमा सकते। कई बेचारे बिजनेस सीख करके आते हैं और कॉमर्स सीखते हैं, बीकॉम और एमकॉम करते हैं, फिर भी बेचारे तड़पते रहते हैं, हाई पैसा करते रहते हैं। उनको पर्याप्त धन की प्राप्ति नहीं होती है। लेकिन कहते हैं ये ज्ञान ऐसा है कि ये जिन जिन ने प्राप्त किया है मुनियों ने, सर्वे सारे के सारे ही परमात्मा को प्राप्त किया। परम सिद्धि की प्राप्ति है, परम सुख की प्राप्ति है, जिस सुख से ऊंचा कोई सुख नहीं, जिस ज्ञान से ऊंचा कोई ज्ञान नहीं। तो कहते हैं उसकी प्राप्ति होगी अर्जुन। वो मैं अब तुझे ज्ञान सुना रहा हूं। अब वो भगवान को ज्ञान सुना रहे हैं यहाँ पर। वो क्या है? भगवान कहते हैं इदं ज्ञानमुपाश्रित्य मम साधर्म्यमागताः सर्गेऽपि नोपजायन्ते प्रलये न व्यथन्ति च। इस ज्ञान का जो आश्रय ले लेता है, उनसे ज्ञान का बोला जो मैं अब तुम्हें सुनाऊंगा इस चरण अध्याय में, ये परम श्रेष्ठ ज्ञान है। इसको जिन जिन मुनियों ने सीखा है उन्होंने परब्रह्म की प्राप्ति कर ली है, उन्होंने परम सुख की प्राप्ति कर ली है। अब उनको कोई सुख, कोई आनंद, कोई विषय नहीं चाहिए अर्जुन। तो इनका आश्रय लेकर के कैसे हो गए? मम साधर्म्यमागता, मेरे ही जैसे धर्म वाले वो बन गए। बड़ा बताओ भगवान को क्या भूख है? नहीं, कंडोमेनियम भगवान का भी कोई नहीं बना अभी तक है? अरे उनको परवाह ही नहीं है। कंडोमेनियम तो उनके जो है छोटे छोटे गुलाम से गुलाम में वो सैकड़ों बना लेते हैं। कहते भगवान को किसी भी चीज की इच्छा नहीं, उनके पास क्या नहीं है। कहते हैं वो जो इस ज्ञान को प्राप्त करता है वो मेरे ही जैसा हो जाता है। मम साधर्म्यमागता, मेरे जैसा धर्म उसका हो जाता है। तो बोला की पहचान क्या है? पहचान बताते हैं, सर्गे विलोपजायन्ते, जब संसार आरंभ होता है तो सब लोग जन्म लेते हैं, सारे जीव, वो जन्म नहीं लेता है। बोला अभी है वो तो मरेगा तो सही। तो बोला प्रलय न व्यथन्ति च, जब मरते हैं तो सब आदमी दुखी होते हैं, तड़पते हैं। कहते हैं वो महाप्रलय होने पर भी वो बिल्कुल व्यथित नहीं होता। दोनों ही यानी जन्म और मरण, प्रलय और सृष्टि का आरंभ, ये दोनों ही से वो ऊंचा उठ जाता है, यानी मुझको प्राप्त हो जाता है, वो नहीं घबराता। मम योनिर्महद् ब्रह्म तस्मिन् गर्भं ददाम्यहम् संभवः सर्वभूतानां ततो भवति भारत। सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति याः तासां ब्रह्म महद्योनि अहं बीजप्रदः पिता। ये दो श्लोक बड़ा मुश्किल है, समझना मुश्किल है। बड़े लोग इस पर सिर मारते हैं, बड़े बड़े ऋषि मुनि टक्कर मारते हैं, फिर भी ये समझ में आते नहीं है। और ये आ गया तो फिर समझना बाकी कुछ रहता नहीं। सारे गीता में ये दो मंत्र बड़े महत्व के हैं। इसमें भगवान कहते हैं कि अर्जुन मम योनिर्महद् ब्रह्म तस्मिन् गर्भम ददाम्यहम्। महद ब्रह्म जो है वो मेरी योनि है और उसमें मैं गर्भ की स्थापना करता हूँ और उससे सारे संसार की उत्पत्ति होती है। संभव सर्वभूतानां जितने प्राणी मात्र हैं वो उससे पैदा होते हैं। ततो भवति भारत, वो उससे पैदा होते हैं। पहले जो आए थे ना प्रश्न कि ये क्षेत्र क्या है, इसके विकार क्या है, इससे होता क्या है, वो है कैसा, वो सबका उत्तर अब यहाँ दे रहे हैं भगवान जी हमें। है तो कठिन, कोशिश करते हैं समझने की, और क्या करेंगे। भगवान कहते हैं मैं ये जो गर्भ योनि जो है मेरी, आज ब्रह्म है, ये मेरी योनि है, इसमें मैं गर्भ की स्थापना करता हूँ, और इसलिए उससे फिर सारा संसार होता है। उससे क्या होता है, ये जो प्रश्न था उसका उत्तर है, उससे सारा संसार पैदा होता है। जितने प्राणी मात्र हैं उससे मद ब्रह्म से पैदा होते हैं। अब मद ब्रह्म क्या है? कई लोग चक्कर खाते हैं और इसी को लेकर के किसी ने अद्वैत धर्म बताया, किसी ने द्वैत बताया, किसी ने द्वैताद्वैत बताया, किसी ने शुद्धाद्वैत बताया, किसी ने विशिष्टाद्वैत बताया, विशिष्टाद्वैत, और किसी ने त्रैत कह दिया। ऋषि दयानंद त्रैतवाद को मानते थे। वो बोला नहीं, एक ब्रह्म नहीं है, प्रकृति भी अनादि है, जीव भी अनादि है। ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बात है छोटी सी, समझने में बड़ी कठिन है। फिर भी दृष्टांत देके बताएंगे, कोशिश करेंगे। एक ही परमात्मा है, वो कहते हैं कि ये मेरी जो योनि है, ये महद ब्रह्म मेरी योनि है, उसमें मैं गर्भ स्थापित करता हूँ। अब हम लोग ऐसा समझते हैं जैसे पति पत्नी ने मिलकर गर्भ स्थापित किया, यहाँ वो गर्भ की बात नहीं है। तो क्या है, तो कहते हैं सर्वभूतेषु सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय, कि जितनी योनियां हैं संसार में, उन सब में जितने भी ये पैदा होते हैं, तो सबका मैं ब्रह्म जो है बीज हूँ।
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Once again, welcome to you all. I wanted to brief something what happened last weekend. We were in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Gita Ashram, and we were so well taken care by the devotees in Minnesota. We were very happy being together with Dr. Prasad ji, Peter ji, Rajiv ji, myself, and very long-term Executive Board of Trustees of Gita Ashram, Minnesota. To name the few, Dr. Ved Prakash ji, Dr. Ashok Sharma ji, Ullas Kamal ji, and many more. This was a program of 50th anniversary of Gita Ashram, Minnesota. And it was so well organized. And I saw Vivek Kamanji were so busy working 25 hours a day. I don't know how he got the energy, but Gurudev's Kripa, it came out very well. And some of the pictures were sent into the WhatsApp, so you can see some pictures. Janmashtami was celebrated. Bhajan Sandhya was done very well. And Dr. Prasadji gave discourse on Bhagavad Gita. I talked about the history of Gita Ashram of Minnesota as I've been there since the beginning of it. That said, let's begin the program today. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now we have beginning our program after 1 week off and on. We are very, very blessed and happy to have Pratap Purohit from Toronto, Canada. He has been a long-term devotee of Gurudev. His family has been devotee of Gurudev and involved. And I want to very proudly request Pratap Purohit to please take it from now. And let's begin as a couple of days off today because of his knee surgery. So Pratapji, please take it. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna and Joshi ji, many regards to you all. So let's begin with the last time where I left. I will start from there and try to conclude in the my given time. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namam. अज्ञानतिमिराधस्य ज्ञानाजनशलाकया चक्षुरं मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रे कृपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. All my respected Guru Bhai Behin, Sadar Pranam, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev to you all. Last the session when I was got the opportunity to speak, I remember that one sloka which I talk and still I not yet finished. So I will try that one to finish and then next the sloka also I will try because time is limited and I will respect the time always. So last time I talked about there is a one very good the sloka Nirman Moha Jitasanga Dosa Adhyatma Nitya Vinivritta Kama Dvandeya Mukta Sukha Dukha Sange Gachanta Muda Padvayam Tata. In this sloka, I am telling you it is a clearly mentioned by Lord himself that how to attain the moksha. There is a path which it is a showing that how the goal seeker they have to do it and what they have to do it. I just the quickly that just the tell you and then the next sloka I will jump upon it. So from pride to the delusion, the victorious over the evil of the attachment and dwelling the constantly in the self, their desire having the completely retired, free from the pair of opposites such as the pleasure and the pain, and there is a undiluted rich that the God eternal. Means that the challenge is God is telling that we should be the put because our life itself is a practical lab itself, so free from the pride and delusion. It is a big challenge. I'm telling you even the small achievement we are the doing in our life which is the in fact it is not our only the contribution, it is a so many untold stories, so many unseen hero is there, their blessing and that. But again, we will feel that yes, it is done by me. So now, how get to rid of that one? And with the able to attachment conquered. Look the Dhritarashtra, why Maharashtra, the Mahabharata took place. Attachment, attachment. So cut the ropes in Success in the 30 Days, one books I read a long back. The first chapter is telling there is a cut the ropes. And in Bhagavad Gita itself is telling that detach, detach. Though we are the living in this world, but we should be the detach. We fulfill our duty to everyone, but not attach. And that is the big challenge. And then there is a ever dwelling the self. Always you think of others, not for the self. I'm telling you, all the Jivatma is here because this Sarir we born, this the body which we born, it is a, in fact, there is a no the value because there is the one thing which is the Jivatma, which is the Atma Bodh, which is the necessary we should know. And that the next sloka, it is a coming there, which I will try to explain in the detail. The desire of completely rest. Now look, one thing we achieve, then we are the going for another one. Now that should be the, we should be stop. But it is not mean that we will not want progress. We want the progress, but desire means there are the three, the Gurudev is telling, there is a three, the big gates for the hell, which is the lust, there is a greed, and there is a anger. And that one which is there, a greed. We are the always going for the what next, what next. Today I'm a professor, I want to become the dean of the faculty. Then I say, no, no, I want to the like a something more. So this the desire should be the things will come automatically in your the plate if you are doing your karma properly. And then release from the pair of the opposite like a pleasure and pain. Oh my goodness, this is the big challenge. How we can live in the same the mood when we are happy and we are the in the very bad safe of the life. There is a everything will be the move accordingly time phase. So we try to do it, and that too we can do with the practice. And coming to now, and these the things we have to do. And when we are the doing, now next sloka is the telling the goal is a again clearly specified. Thus, neither does the sun shine there, nor the moon, nor the fire, which having gone the return not, that is the my supreme abode. Now God himself is a telling, न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावक यद गत्वा न निवर्तन्ति तद्माकं परमं मम. Means the goal seeker, and what goal we have to the take, what the goal we have to achieve. Now you all are the my elders, but again whatever I learn from the Gurudev, I will try to express. So what is our goal? That we will not come in this world again. And that is the how that we have to do. What I told, Nirman Moha Jita Sangha Dosa Adhyatma Nitya Vinivratta Kama Dwandeya Mukta Sukha Dukkha Sange Gachanta Muda Padvayam. If we did all these the things, then na tadabhasayate suryo na sasanko na pavaka yad gatva na nivartanti tadmakam parmam mamam. Having attained which there is a no return ever, and that things neither sun nor moon nor the illusions that, and that's the my supreme abode. Now God himself is telling that when these the atma, when it is a going in that the phase, then there is a not the sun, there is a not the moon, and there is a no fire and this thing, and that this the soul is a attained the paramapada, means the mukti. And that's the how we have to do it practice. My again the request to you, Gurudev given us the so simple thing of our life. We know that one that we are sometime forget, but kindly spare the some time in your day, any time in 24 hours. And if we recite these the lines, I'm sure practice make man perfect, and we will the certainly achieve that whatever the objective we come for. We all are going to die. Nothing is a permanent, but we have to do the our honestly efforts to achieve the ultimate goal. Again, my sincere thanks you all elder, because I'm learning every day from you. I'm doing so many mistakes, I'm telling you, but you people are such a noble soul and noble person. You always like me, and that's why I'm here. With this note, again, the one thing which is I would like to tell, Because in Bhagavad Gita, when the Arjun is telling Karpanya doso pata sabhava prachami tvam dharma sammuda cheta yache yasani sitpurmi sisya sitnami saditvam prapannam. When there is the fellowship you take, then God Himself is telling Sarva Dharman Paritajya Mamekam Saranam Raja Aham Tvam Sar Papebhyo Mokshakshami Masucha. God is given His word that I will take you and I will take you where you are not come again and again. With this note, I may sincerely thanks to you all. Jai Shri Krishna, and whenever get I opportunity, I will certainly come and do something. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Thank you very much to you all. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev Pratapji. Those who do not know, Pratap Ji is a professor in Toronto and he teaches the students. And today we saw that characteristics of Pratapji so clearly explaining to us so well. And he started with that very powerful verse of 15th chapter Purushottam Yoga. Nashto moho smriti labdat was pasadan maya sasa. Vah bhai vah. And Nirmana moha jit sanga dosha. Nirman, who has been beyond moh and maya, nirmana moha, moh and man, jit sanga dosha, who is free beyond jit sanga dosha. Jit sanga dosha is explained like the poisonous snakes surrounding the sandalwood tree all the times, but sandalwood trees never get any poisonous effects of those snakes. That means free from the company's effect and virtues. And that is Jita Sangha Dosa, who is free from it. You can move with anybody, everybody, but you are not getting the effects of others, bad effects or whatever. So this Purushottam Yoga is a summary of complete Jnana Yoga. I request the devotees to please take some time, read the first 5 verses of 15th chapter. They are beautiful. And these are very difficult virtues, characteristics. But then Pratapji said, don't worry. Sarva dharman paritajya mamyakam saranam vajo aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayikshami masucha. If you are having problem getting any of these virtues, don't worry. Just come to my shelter. Think of me all the time and I will take care of you. So it's a beautiful solution to all the problems. Go in the shelter of Sri Krishna. We will be very happy because then he is responsible to take care of us and he will. It is his promise. Thank you again, Pratapji, and I will request you that if possible next week I will request you to come back and continue with 2-3 verses of 15 chapters. I'll call you and request you. Thank you so much.
I will. Thank you.
Now I request our very respected Dr. Prasadji and those who are coming late. We were together in Minneapolis Gita Ashram. We were very well taken care by Kamran family. I will remember it for a long time and want to thank Vivek Kamran and Komal Kamran very much. So nicely you have taken care of us. Thank you again. And now I request Dr. Prasadji to please take it and we are ready. We missed you last week here this way, but we are ready again. Thank you, Dr. Prasadji, please.
Thank you very much, Joshi. It was indeed a grand occasion we had experienced at Minneapolis. The ashram and people there so much involved in the activities of the ashram. They took good care of us. That is one thing. But beyond that, the love and affection and all the integration among themselves was so great. It was beautiful. And the crowd, the people there, I think it was not less than 400 people who came for Janmashtami celebration. And it was a grand occasion. It's a really memorable thing for us to remember most of the time. Thank you very much, man. Now let me start with the prayer to Bhagwan and Gurudev. Sri Vibhutikara Navnilamba Pitambara Darunabimbala Darusha Ule Sundara Arvind Param Mapita Swamaham Najahane Nagurodhikam Tattvam Nagurodhikam Tapah Tattvajnana Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Divine Source, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. We have been going through chapter 7, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Yoga of knowledge and wisdom. So far, we have covered verse 19 of this verse. We learned that Bhagavan is telling to Arjuna, Bahunam Janmana Bhakte Jnanvan Mam Prapadyate Vasudevah Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. So Arjuna, after many births of the spiritual practice, one endowed with knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be all that is Vasudeva Sarvam. Such a great soul is indeed very rare. We have explained this in great detail in the past. Now, after having talked about the Jnani Purush who worship me as Paramadevata, one and one alone, no second. Sarvam iti, that what he is everything, all is he one. That is rare. But then, excuse me, vast majority of them are ajnani. When you're talking of jnani, he says that they are rare among those who know me as one supreme Brahma. But what happens to ajnani? They worship Anyadeva. They do not concentrate on one and one Devta. They forget that the Supreme Brahma is one and one alone. And that one Ek Devata is the one who has the power over all other Devatas who impart their supremacy in a limited way and take care of the art which they are supposed to play. In Kenopanishad, the sadhaka asks from his guru, Tene sitam patati presitam manaha, Tene sitam vatimimam badanti, Chakshuk srotam taudevo inakti. It is a very searching question he asks. By whose willpower do the men utter speech? हम बोलते हैं तो किसकी शक्ति से हम बोलते हैं? What intelligence of power gives direction to the eyes and ears towards their respective objects? The eye is blind without the eye of the eye. Similarly, speech is dumb without the divine speaker of the speech functioning. I repeat again. The eye, we think we are seeing. No, 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 no. The eye is blind without the eye of the eye. Chakshuh, O Devata Unaktihi. That eye is given power by Devata, that the connection is between Anya Devata and Supreme Devata. When we talk of divine speaker, that speaker gives power to the that Devata who is responsible for the speech. So there is a connection between that Supreme the one Eka Devata onto Anya Devata who has the power to impart functioning of various other functions. Carry on other functions. You all know Gita Mahatma, where we say, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam, Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. There is only one scripture, one Shastra, and that is the Gita. There is only one divinity, that is Son of Devaki, Lord Sri Krishna. Now let us see in the following, why I have told, give this introduction, because we are now embarking on those slokas, few of the slokas, where Bhagavan is talking about other Ajnani people who are directed towards Anya Devata, the other gods, the god, not Supreme Eka Devata, but Anya Devata, that what he starts from verse 20 onwards. Let us see what Bhagavan talks about in verse 20. He says, Pamaistaistairhitajnana प्रपद्यन्तेऽन्यदेवताः तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया. Let us see the meaning of words. Kamayh, taih, taih, by various desires. Kritajnana, whose knowledge has been carried away. Prapadyante, to worship. Anya devataha, other celestial gods. Tam niyamam asthaya, following their various rules and regulations. Prakritya, by nature. Niyatah, bounded by. Swaya, own their own. So, those whose knowledge has been carried away by various desires, what they do? They worship other celestial gods. Here from Ekadevata, these are the people whose desires have taken away, taken control of their mind, and they are moving towards Anya Devata. They worship other celestial gods. How? Being bound by their own nature. And in order to get the benefit of the desire, they follow the rituals of various rules and regulations. Let us go in some detail about it. Now, what is happening? There are several steps that takes place in the individual. What is happening? There is first thing is that there is importance of desire. They want their desire, they have desires, and they want their desires to be fulfilled. They think that going to Supreme Brahma, where he doesn't understand the existence of Supreme Brahma, but he has in front of him various other gods to which they have got association, affiliation, and they approach those gods for getting boons or getting their desires fulfilled. We all know there are scriptures in Purana and Bhagavatam, all lot of them. There are so many stories, full of the story. All those are there, where there are so many gods, and they listen to the prayers of their devotees. They get happy and they get satisfied, and they grant a boon to them. So they know that boons can be granted by several gods. They have their power, and they run to them to get their boons to them, and they fulfill the desire, the purpose. Their uh, uh, most famous this boon is one of those of Bhasmasur, who was granted boon by Lord Shiva. Can you imagine a Bhasmasur, asur, praying, standing tapa, and get a boon from Lord Shiva? What boon? This Bhasmasur, this Bhasmasur wanted the boon कि जिसके सर पर हाथ रख दे वही जल के भस्म. He asked for Lord Shiva, please give me that boon, that to whom had I put my hand, he will be completely, excuse me, destroyed. Lord Shiva, as you know, he will grant boon whoever he gets pleased. He was happy to say, of the Thas too. Then Bhasmasur said, let me try on you. Why not? I see whether the boon you have granted it works or not. So he wanted to put his hand on the head of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva ran, भागे वहां से जान छुड़ाकर. Then, long story, I don't want to go into that. Idea is that the lords, they have their power, they have powers limited, but people are running towards them for what? For fulfillment of desire. Now let me give you certain views about this desire. Swami Vivekananda, he tells, never desire because you will get it. Now see how he is putting the thing onto people. If you go and seek desire, what will happen? Because these desires are such that it can be granted fulfillment through a boon that is granted and you get satisfaction. But what happens? Once you get your small desire fulfilled, your range of desire increases. So you look for a higher desire. That gets fulfilled and you get into the rut of desire, seeking desire, getting fulfilled. This will ruin you altogether. So don't let your desire be fulfilled. It is like ghee. When you put ghee in the fire, there will be more of a burning, more of burning. The more you put ghee, more. So that is the desire. It is Mahasanaha, Mahapapma. It has been told that this is one which is never satisfied. There is no way you can satisfy the desire. So don't go for it. Adi Sankara puts in a positive way. Never desire. None will lead.
आखिर अचानक के देश के राजनीति की बात क्यों करने लगे? तो विधानसभा को बिहार में अपनी सियासी जमीन तैयार करने.
What is happening? Okay. So, Adi Shankaracharya, he says, never desire because none will lead to good. You will never be able to achieve anything good by trying to look for something for fulfillment of desire. The saint says, it is a fool who is looking for fulfillment of desire. You are a fool if you are looking for the fulfillment of desire. Another saint says, when you are seeking the fulfillment of desire, you immediately put yourself down. You immediately see that you lack something. Unless you have the idea, ये मेरे पास नहीं है, I don't have this, then you ask to get that fulfilled. But you are Purna, you are fulfilled. There is nothing that you do not have. If you have that feeling within you, that you possess everything, Lord has given you what not. If that contentment is there, then you do not seek for fulfillment of the desire. Yet another sense says, आपने अपने को कंगाल घोषित कर दिया है. You have declared yourself to be completely robbed off. Nothing is left in you. That is what you declare yourself if you seek for desire. So that is the wrong thing to do. Now, what is happening? A, one who has the desire, he is seeking help from other gods, and in order to fulfill desire, tam tam niyamamasthaya, he goes and follows all their rituals. If you come to me, and if I want your desire to be fulfilled, you follow what I say. My rules are different. If there is another God, his rules are different. You have to pray with certain special things for them. So every God, small other God, have certain specific things, certain specific rituals to follow in order to fulfill desire. So, tam niyamamasthaya, you follow their rules and you worship those deities to fulfill your trifling desires, which are of the lower form. You see, when we have desire, then this desire can be higher and can be lower. There can be bhautik, I have given a classification of desire in earlier talks, where there is desire has been classified into the higher desire and lower desire. Higher desire is paralaukik desire, not belonging to this world. In that paralaukik desire, you have desire for bhakti, desire for mukti. These two desires are good desires, higher desires. You want liberation, you want mukti, or you want bhakti, you want to go towards prayer to Bhagavan. So these two desires are higher desire. But these people, kamaistreshta jnana, they are they are seeking for the fulfillment of lower desires because their minds are deluded under the influence of their own nature. Prakritya niyataha swaya. Influenced by their own nature, which is some total of the sanskar over years. They have acquired certain guna. Now, normally, it is the tamo guna or the rajo guna. Under the influence of tamo guna and rajo guna, these people, they are influenced, and as they influence the mind, they get deluded and they look for the fulfillment of desires of lower level. Now, if you look at the reason why they succumb to desire, because the desire is so powerful. Why it is so powerful? Because they have prakritya swaya. His own nature has given the power to the desire, and his mind is weak. So the desire is powerful, mind is weak, and it gets deluded. When mind gets deluded, Mayaya Pahritagyana Asuram Bhavamata. They then get a demoniac endowment in them. They get nature gets demoniac nature they get, and that's how they are deprived of the intelligence, deprived of their jnana, their, their avaran, and vikshepa. We have explained this in earlier part. Our ability to look towards Brahma is covered, and their vikshepa, what is projected, is sansar, the Maya, and then get involved into it. So what happens? Now, summing up, what sequence of event takes place is what your thinking is diverted from Supreme and go to the other deities. So one reason for diversion of attention of individual from Supreme Lord to Anya Devata is because of the ignorance leading to the weak mind, leading to delusion. So these three things are interlinked. There is this thinking is diverted to other deities and they seek fulfillment of nefarious desires and they are prepared to follow all the rituals. Well, if somebody tells him, go and sacrifice a goat, you will be promoted from professor to the dean. Then he will go to that. So this kind of Prolovan is given there that if you want success in life, you may have to follow certain rituals, and in that you cut your a goat and you get sacrificed. These things happen in the villages, and it still is going on, although the incidence is dropping. Now, there is thus we establish a relationship between ignorance and delusion, ajnan and moha. In fifth chapter itself, we have learned about this ajnanenamritam jnanam te tena muhjanti gantavah. The knowledge is veiled by ignorance, and as such, the mortals are deluded. Now, also, you know this in chapter 14, later on in verse 8, he says, Tamasto jnanajam vidhi mohanam sarvadehinam. O Arjun, it is the tamogun which is born of ignorance. You see how the relationship is established between ignorance and the delusion. This is covering the knowledge. That's how delusion comes up. So he says, Arjun, Tamogun is born of ignorance is the cause of delusion for the embodied soul. So there is ignorance, there is tamogun, there is delusion, and as such, they look for help from other devtas and they follow their rituals. I hope that is very clear. This has been applied onto Arjuna. We know this started, we all started from Arjuna Vishada Yoga. The Gita started from there, and how Bhagavan is telling Arjuna in the beginning of chapter 2, Udastva Prasamanamidam Visame Samupasthitam. This is the core thing which will happen to Arjuna. What happened to Arjuna? Bhagavan is chiding him, telling him how come this delusion has overcome in this hour of peril. You all know Arjuna was not an ajnani. Please remember, Arjuna was not, in fact, he was, Bhagavan says, Ma suchaha sambadam daivim abhijatasya pandava. O Arjun, you are born of divine demoniac, divine Devi Sampada, divine properties you have. So, how come delusion has come to me? See, this is the thing we all must think about. We are all not born of Daivi, Danavi property, demonic. We are not. Even if we are having divine property, how come we, all the devotees sitting here, sometimes get deluded, sometimes get into the trap of desire, sometimes ये जो प्रकृति है दानवी प्रकृति कभी कभी हमें सताती हम पर भी दुआ डालती है it also influences us. This is we must ward off. We must be careful all the time so that these elements of desire doesn't come to us. Arjuna got this. Whether Arjuna got it by himself or it was a trap by Bhagavan, it is a big question. People discuss about it. So, Beverly, commentators have talked about it. That Arjuna was okay. He went to fight in the Kurukshetra Maidan? How come he started to think that they are my own kids and kin? They were all his enemies. They had gone to the meeting. They have got all. Bhagavan was sent to Duryodhana, everything. You know all the story. Then how it happened? Was it a plan by Bhagavan to put this ajnan onto him for a time being so that he gets opportunity to deliver this message of Bhagavad Gita for the benefit of the mankind? Anyway, this is a big question, debatable question. But the fact remains that Arjuna was deluded. He was in delusion in that kind of that hour when he saw the people who were his enemies. He started to see them. Swajanam hi katham Krishna. You some how can I go and kill my own people? That happens. So that is the association of ajnana with delusion. So we also know that ignorance is there, which indicates dominical property. Dambho darpo vimanasya ajnanam chavajasya path sambhadimasurim. Is the ignorance leads to the delusion, and delusion leads to the development of the turning of mind away from one devata to anya devata. Now let us move to verse 21. This continuation of this verse 20, and here it says, Bhagavan says, Yo yo yam yam tanum bhakta shraddhaya pitumekhyati tasya tasya chala shraddham tameva vidadhamya. Look at the grace of Bhagavan. He says, you, yam, yah, whoever, yam, whichever, tanum bhakta, that bhakta who worship tanum in the Lord in the form with Shraddha. The element of Shraddha comes in. Architum is worship. Ichhati is desired to worship, desired, ichhati, tasya tasya, to him, achalam, steady, shraddham, faith in that, certainly, vidadhami, I bestow. He says, whatever celestial form, tanum bhakta, a devotee seeks, ichhati, with shraddha, tanum, shraddham, that he is worshipping with shraddha. The key word here is whosoever is worshipping a God in form, if he worships with shraddha, I steady that faith of such a devotee in that form. So, the, with the element of shraddha in a person, in a devotee who goes for prayer to Tanum Bhakta, I bestow faith of that devotee into that form. Now we look at this Tanum Bhakta, what we're talking about. Now, Vas, as I mentioned earlier, it is Ajnani people, those who hasn't got that level of Jnana to be remembering one Bhagwan. He is Tanum Bhakta, he is worshipping the many other Bhagwan which he thinks will give them satisfaction, will give them the fulfillment of the desire, and those Tanum Bhakta worshipping in celestial form, they are, we all know, we go to Lord Ganesha, we go to Lord Hanuman, Ma Durga, Ma Saraswati, or many other gods, Varun Devata, Agni Devata, Chandra Devata, Surya Devata, all those many gods are there to whom people go and pray. But they, Shraddha, they seek to worship with faith. They have firm belief, अगर उनके शरण में हम जाते हैं वो हमारी इच्छा जरूर पूरी करेंगे. With that kind of faith they go to Lord. अभी गणेश चतुर्दशी का समय आ रहा है. Now people go in Maharashtra particularly, every household they worship Lord Ganesha, and they have full faith कि हमारे यहाँ गणेश आए हैं, जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ति, दर्शना मात्र मतलब कामना पूर्ति, जय देव जय. So that kind of prayer they offer. I think my time is up. I will have to respect the time. We'll continue with talk next
Yeah,
week.
please continue for 5 more minutes, please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So, Bhagavan here is saying that there are Tanum Bhakta who have tremendous Shraddha within them for gods of their choice. हम जानते हैं when we go to Lord Ganesha, Lord Hanuman, Ma Durga, with desire to fulfill. And when they have a desire with them to be fulfilled with full faith, Bhagavan is saying that they, that faith I strongly bestow on them to be able to succeed in that process. So there is success in that there. भगवान हम जानते हैं कि जब हम गणेश हनुमान जी की पूजा करते हैं तो वी हैव हनुमान चालीसा, संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमरे हनुमत बलबीरा. तो संकट कटने के लिए हम जाते हैं, not that everybody does it. Let me qualify that. Those people who go to Hanuman ji with that bhavana in that कि हमारे सारे संकट दूर हो जाएं, तो that strong faith of that devotee towards that deity, Bhagwan says, I strongly put that onto them. It is not that I tell them, no, तुम उस भगवान की पूजा क्यों करते हो, मेरी पूजा क्यों नहीं करते हो. No, that is not the thing. Because our Lord, Supreme Lord, sees that the power I have, and not that He has given the deities, they have acquired according to their ability certain properties, certain divine qualities, certain दैवी शक्ति उन्हें प्रदान की हुई है. As in administration, Prime Minister gives Department of Tourism somebody, Department of Commerce to somebody, because that person is able to hold the service or that department. He has the capability to hold that department, to head that department. So, depending upon the capability of sun god, rain god, Vayu Devata, all of them, according to their ability to hold that position, Bhagwan has given power. So, if Bhagwan has given power to his demigods, you can say, he cannot see that the power given to him is not accepted, not uh, granted, not approved. So his power, he has to hold. So he says, all the powers I have given to everybody, all of them, I take it that the faith of that devotee which he has towards particular devata is granted, is given. हम सरस्वती माँ की प्रार्थना करते हैं, वंदेता हस्ते स्वातिकुमालिकां विदधतिं पद्मासने संस्थितां वंदेतां सरस्वतीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां. When we pray to Ma Sarada, Ma Saraswati, we seek intellect because he is the mother of intellect, बुद्धि दाता. तो बुद्धि की प्रार्थना करने के लिए हम माँ सरस्वती के पास जाते हैं, हम माँ दुर्गा के पास जाते हैं. रूपम देहि, जयम देहि, यशो देहि, दिशो जहि. Argala Shastra, Durga Saptasati, most of you know that, and read also during Durga Puja. There is this, give me that form, give me victory, give me fame, even kill my enemies. These are the prayers which devotee present to Ma Durga when they pray that. And they are granted this boon and they succeed in attaining their fulfilling their desire which is bestowed to them by Bhagavan. So Bhagavan says, Tasya tasya chalam sraddham ta meva vidadhamyaham. I undertake to establish the unwavering Shraddha towards those devotees. So, all devatas derive power from one Lord. By fulfilling desire, these devotees get closer to the deity, so Shraddha depends. You see the difference? There is difference in that other Anna Devata, those people who want to fulfill desire and want to pray to that Devata for fulfillment of desire, but there the concept is because of the Buddhi uh, has been downgraded. They are delusion and deluded people do not succeed. So there the Shraddha is not depend. Here, because of Shraddha is so much, factor is Shraddha, that it depends. Here the aim is that this apara bhakti which they had, that apara bhakti goes on to para bhakti. The aim of Bhagavan here is that for a devotee who is praying the demigod, get the satisfaction, the quantum Shraddha increases, and as such, there is a transformation of this Bhakta who was Apara Bhakta now becomes Para Bhakti. It goes towards Para Bhakti and just towards liberation. We continue again. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev, Dr. Prasad ji. A very, very beautiful two verses, chapter 7, verse 20 and 21. Why people worship different deities and why Sri Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Vraja. Please read these two verses explanation at your home and you will really learn something very deep and very meaningful, very powerfully explained. Thank you so much, Dr. Prasad ji. I see Vivek Kamran ji here. I request him take a minute or two to discuss what happened last weekend.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. How are you all? Thank you so much for coming. You know, we had all the Maharathis here with us. Dr. Prasad, thank you so much. Joshi ji, thank you so much. Peter ji, so much. And yes, you know, even Raju showed up. How about that? And we had a beautiful get together with all your blessings. And, you know, people really heard you on Friday very, very much on your lectures that you gave. And some of them, Dr. Prasad could have gone on for an hour easily. It was such a demand. People, बहुत उनको मजा आया. एक दूसरी चीज करने को मिली थी यहाँ पे, which is on the Bhagavad Gita. I don't know if Dr. Joshi ji spoke about that. We had some kids, and it's called a Gita Clinic. And we will be trying to do that sometime in September. Gita Clinic mein basically was younger generation asking the older generations questions. And I mean, they can even ask themselves. And we had about 15 kids participate. And this was on various chapters. And it was a very nice function put together by Jet USA. And their kids spoke very well. You could ask them Antakshari on any chapter. I think Joshi ji, somebody asked them chapter 13, verse 1 or some, I'm forgetting. And they were able to recite that very, very well. So it was an interesting get together, a lot of awareness on the Bhagavad Gita. We had about 500 people that showed up on Saturday, so we missed you all very, very much. And it was nicely done. And we shared the last 50 years journey of Gita Ashram at that time. It's a very nice video. We'll put a short version of it up. Vilaji, we missed you very, very much, but your video showed up very good, just to let you know. People here enjoyed your video. So the same was there for Joshi ji, for everybody, Dr. Prasad. So yes, those videos It's very nicely put together about the journey of Gita Ashram, and we will send those out, and hopefully we can enjoy them. And we had a nice bhajan evening too at the same time with Ramesh Vahi and company. And I'll keep you posted. September 6th is a big function for Ganesh Ji is coming from Bombay to Minnesota. How about that? You'll enjoy it in the afternoon. And then after that is Mata Jagran and all of that. We will post it through Joshi Ji, and you're more than welcome to join online. We will be doing that. I've taken too much of your time, Joshi Ji, but thank you for coming. We really had a very good time with your blessings. So thank you very, very much for coming. And we missed all of you. So Purohit Ji, we missed you very, very much, and everybody else. So thank you for coming.
Thank you very much. We really enjoyed the visit on behalf of Dr. Prasad Ji, Peter Ji, Rajesh Ji, and myself, and all of your wonderful volunteers. We want to thank you very sincerely.
It's all Gurudev.
Thank you. At this time, I request esteemed Swami Gita Kiranji to please give your healing session. We all need your healing to carry on for week after week. Thank you, Jai Shri Krishna, Swami Gita Kiranji.
Thank you. And congratulations to Vivekji and Gita Ashram, Minnesota. You did great to the world. Thank you.
Sadgurum Tam Namami. Sadgurum Tam Namami. Niramana moha jita sankadosha adhyatma nitya vinivrita kama dvandve vimuktaha sukha dukkha sange gacchanta mula Paramavyayam tat Sarvasya jaham Hiti sannivishtu Matta smitirya Namapohanam ja Vede sarave Rahameva Veju Vedanta Kitave Davideva Jaham Vedanta Kitave Davideva Jaham Chintayanto mam ye jana payupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Those devotees, however, who worship me alone, thinking of none else, and ever united, I myself attend to their needs, wants, and provide them with security of what they have. vashishyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can now gently and slowly open your eyes and know that you are a unique and beautiful spiritual being of pure consciousness, and all you have to do is to shine brightly, and you will be helping the world and the universe. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev Maharaj. Stay blessed.
Thank you, Swami Gita Kenji. We conclude our program with Krishna's mantra. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranatha Krishnasaya Govindaya Namo Namah. We salute to Sri Krishna Vasudeva Hare the Paramatma, to you for the destruction of all our griefs. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyat Dukha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. We'll see you next week.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Krishna, Jai
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.